BERNINA 335 and 325. Our video tutorial explains how to sew buttonholes. For a nicer looking stitch on buttonholes, thread the bobbin thread through the finger of the bobbin case. Our tip: always sew a test sample on the fabric of your project. In the buttonhole menu, different buttonholes, a button sew-on program and eyelets are available. Select the desired buttonhole. The buttonhole width can be adjusted individually. For automatic buttonholes, attach the buttonhole foot with slide 3A. For the B325, it is available as an optional accessory. Reinforce the fabric with stabilizer to prevent the buttonholes from being pulled together. Mark the middle line and beginning of the buttonhole on the fabric. Visualize the length of the buttonhole by using the red slider on the buttonhole foot. Sew the first bead and stop when the marking with the red slider aligns. Then stop. Then press the button quick reverse and the length is programmed. The machine sews straight stitches back to the start of the buttonhole and then the upper bar tack. It continues by sewing the second forward bead, the lower bar tack and a few securing stitches. The machine stops automatically and the buttonhole can be repeated as often as desired. The length remains programmed as long as the machine is not turned off. If the buttonhole with the selected settings is to be permanently available, it must be saved in the personal folder. To sew the buttonhole again, select the personal folder and load that buttonhole from your personal memory. The required length of the buttonhole can also be programmed via the button measuring function on the screen. Hold the button against the yellow circle and frame it with the stitch width button. The first value corresponds to the button diameter, the second value to the buttonhole length, to which 2 mm are automatically added for the button opening. The buttonhole is sewn fully automatically. Clear brings all settings to default. For buttonholes longer than 3 cm, activate the stitch counter function in the Edit menu. This requires the buttonhole foot 3. The middle line and beginning and end of the buttonhole have to be marked. Sew the first bead up to the marking and stop. Press quick reverse. The bar tack and the reverse bead are sewn. Stop at the marking and press quick reverse again to sew the upper bar tack and a few securing stitches until the machine stops automatically. The length of the buttonhole is saved. If each single step of the buttonhole is to be determined individually, the manual buttonhole function can be selected. This is suitable for buttonholes in difficult fabrics, in hard-to-reach places, or for repairing existing buttonholes. The buttonhole length is determined manually while sewing. The single steps can be selected by pressing the button Quick Reverse. A separate video tutorial on sewing buttonholes with the BERNINA presser feet 3, 3A, 3B, and 3C is available on YouTube BERNINA.
BERNINA, made to create.